Ladies and gentlemen, Bridge Guy is an incel. I'm here to talk to you today about a real danger that all women must be aware of. The incel is at war with women. And it was an incel that killed Libby and Abby. That's INCEL. That stands for involuntary celibate. Basically, usually but not always, a person that just can't get laid and he's going to take what he wants. Usually from teenage girls because he hates them. Beware the incel. This isn't a joke. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Bridge Guy is a very angry person that planned to kill women or girls. Whatever he could get a hold of. It was methodically planned, and Bridge Guy hates girls and women for unknown reasons. For the past 7 or 8 weeks, I have been researching the incel. Many of you have heard this term out here, heard the term the incel. Most of you have never heard about it. I was vaguely aware of it. I gathered a lot of information and did a lot of studying on this problem. I got some of my notes here. Incel, Bridge Guy could be an incel because he hated women. Incels feel women are taunting them and don't understand their needs. A lot of women that are killed and taken are joggers. It's like a red flag in front of a bull. Young women that jog, the incels watch them. They watch their body move. They watch them jog. And they've got to chase after them, catch them, and destroy them. Kill them. Many incels will kill their victims and have sex post-mortem. Many incels like to have sex with dead women. It's a pretty sick thing, but it's real. There are groups of these men, these incels. Reddit just kicked off a bunch of them. They had some incel forums on Reddit. I got to see a screenshot of some of them, and they kicked them off. Ladies, beware. It's a war against women. Pretty women, you are open season to murder. Protect yourselves. Get your concealed carry. Carry a knife if you can. Don't let the incel bring you down. Don't get in cars with strangers. Oh, Mr. Bridge Guy, tell Uncle Stewie here. Are you an incel? Are you one of those sick puppies that couldn't get laid? Well, some incels are married. Their wives don't want nothing to do with them. They don't want a conventional relationship. They don't know how. They want to take what's not theirs. Some of my notes. Read Wikipedia. I can recommend. Go to Wikipedia, learn about the incel, and protect yourself. Okay? Some incels are not part of the forums that they're on. These incels get on these forums and compare notes. They tell each other how to catch women the best way, how to torture them, and take what's not theirs because they can't get it any other way. They feel women have put them down, that women are taunting them, and they take it personally. It's pretty sick, isn't it? It's pretty bad. What else do my notes say? Okay, so incels take it personal that a woman won't have sex with them. So the next move is to destroy them. The incel will destroy the woman. He will cut her up into little pieces and take her apart. Ladies and gentlemen, can you tell me any incels that you can think of? How about the toolbox killers? Bad dudes. 2 dudes that served prison time together. And they vowed that when they got out of prison, they would destroy as many women as they can. It's bad. There's information on there about that. these two clowns, Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris. You research them if you've got the courage. They did some very, very bad things. They made Ted Bundy look like a Boy Scout. Not many people know about the Toolbox murder case. What about Ed Kemper, who stood 7 feet tall? Do you think he was intimidating? You're damn right he was! 7-foot tall guy. He liked beheading these girls that he'd rape and cut up into little pieces. He'd behead them. And he killed his grandparents, a bunch of others. Finally killed his mother. And his mother was a real bitch. You know, she's partially responsible for Ed Kemper being the way he is. So, one day Ed, after he got out of jail for some other charges, decided to take matters into his own hands. He didn't only take matters into his own hands, he took the head of his mother into his own hands. That's right. Ed Kemper murdered his mother, beheaded her, and had oral sex with her head. He didn't like his mother, did he? No, obviously not. The dark web, ladies and gentlemen, the 4% of the internet, which we can see, and about 96% you can't. The dark web has stuff you can buy, counterfeiters, you can trade porn, you can show snuff films. It's a place I don't want to go to. Nancy Brill started to show me it. I got to a certain point, I'm like, turn it off, turn it off. If you watch any of that, you won't believe that there's a God that permits this stuff. What are some of the films like? I can tell you. They use power tools on women, chain them up, blow torches on people that are still alive. Don't go there. You don't need to go there. I went there for research and I will not go back. I only saw a small portion of it. You need special software to get there, like Tor, and a few other things you have to do. There's a few things you got to do, you'll get to it. Law enforcement's on it too, trying to break up whatever. And these goddamn incels are on it. I hate incels. You son of a guns, sons of bitches. You're gonna make me say the F word, and I don't want to. I'm trying to see how long I can go without using it. There are plenty of examples of sex killers that are or were incels, like Ed Kemper. He's an incel and he might not even know it. Bridge guy, you're an incel and you might not know it or you might not care. Bridge guy is very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, and he's still out there, and I stick by my statement that the murder of Abby and Libby was a sex crime. Might have been a little more involved in it than that. Alright. So these incels find these forums. Let's infiltrate some of them and see what they're up to. Hello, law enforcement, FBI. Have you looked into the incel connection? How come nobody out here has ever heard of it? And it's so darn prominent. Why don't they tell us more about it? Nobody else is talking about the incel, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm the first one to even bring it up. I'd like to hear what your comments are. I really would. So we got a group of losers, a big group of losers, of young men and boys that are that think that women owe them sex. What's the matter with you guys? A woman owes you sex? Hey, I'm just as horny as anybody else. I don't like to get laid, but you don't just take it. You don't go out and kill women because they don't like you. Why don't you just figure out what's wrong with you and fix it? Look in the mirror. Fix your problem, or you will go to jail with Bubba. And don't think just because Bridge Guy, let me tell you guys something. I hope the incels are going to listen to me. Yeah, I will be a big deal. They're going to play my video now. There's this guy, Sutclif. He's the first one. He's out there addressing us. He's threatening us. Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. I would threaten you. Put a bullet through your head. Where do you get off thinking that a woman is denying you sex or has to have sex with you, that she was put on this earth. Gee, I bet lesbians really piss these incels off. You guys are sick, man. Fix yourself. Look in the mirror. Just do what has to be done. Clean yourself up, man. Take a damn bath. Make yourself desirable and a woman might want you. Buy some book or something, How to Win Friends and Influence Women. Come to Uncle Stewie. I'll show you how you can influence women. Uncle Stewie back in the day had no problems getting laid. So this is predominantly a white male crime. This incel business. It's angry white males that usually perpetrate this. Although in the case of Molly Tibbetts, this guy's Mexican. He's olive color, so he's not a white guy. He was an incel, huh? The killer of Molly Tibbetts. Definitely an incel. Didn't quite know how to talk to her, followed her around, stalked her a little bit, and did what incels do. Stabbed her to death because he was insulted that she didn't want him. Oh, I'm God's gift to women, man. How could any woman not want me? Oh, man. All women want me. If I find a woman that doesn't want me, I'll take care of her. I'll cut her up into little pieces. She'll be sorry for rejecting my advances. What a sick society. Anybody out there know how we can cure it? Who has the cure? You think prostitution should be legalized? So these guys can get what they want? No, they don't want normal sex. They don't want a loving relationship. They want it their way. They're watching too much porn on the internet. They want to have sick sex. They don't want to have normal sex. They want the sick stuff. They want women to fall all over them because they're supposed to. No, they're not. How many people out there does this make sick? Makes me sick. The dark web. Stay away from it. Men and women should not have anything to do with it. Who's this incel? Oh, that wasn't planned. I bumped my own shit. Yeah, it was a terrible thing to do. Hey, listen to what this stupid incel has to say. That's what I tried to do before I wiped out my video.
What is an incel?
It's involuntarily celibate. It's just something you are. Volcel is voluntarily celibate. Incel is involuntarily celibate, meaning you've tried many times and failed. And then there's mental cells, which is probably the best fits me. Someone who can't form a relationship because of mental blockage.
What have you been diagnosed as?
Agoraphobia, obsessive compulsive disorder, social anxiety, social paranoia. That's not even a thing.
Joey is 23 years old. He doesn't have a job. He's not in school. On a given day, he may not get up from his chair, where he sits sometimes for 2 days straight, smoking cigarettes and running chat rooms.
Honestly, I feel more real here, sitting in front of the computer. When I go outside, I almost depersonalize a little bit and feel like I'm playing a video game. I don't know what that is, it's just a state of mind. It's probably just a side effect of isolation.
Are incels violent?
I don't think they're really violent, they're very meek. And when an incel attacks, it's not the same type of thing as when Dylan Roof shot up that church or when ISIS blows people up. Those are perhaps more masculine. These are like docile men who have like this bottled up thing and then it
Not always.
comes out with an outburst of anger. But I think that's uncommon.
People joke about killing women.
No, it's
That's
not.
that's a higher percentage. People who joke about killing women.
The jokes were ambiguous enough that Reddit banned its incel forum last November for violating its policy against inciting violence. But incels still talk on sites with fewer rules, like 4chan and incels.me.
What does Elliot Rodger mean to the incel community?
People look up to him, I guess, in some sense. Not in the chat room I run. It's part a joke, part people look up to.
And do you like the ambiguity that you can't tell whether they're joking or not?
Yeah. Well, that's the...
Even if they're talking about someone who killed people.
Well, I think that it's part of a way for them to heal themselves.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I told somebody about a week ago that I don't think the murder rate for women is any higher now than it was in the 50s. given the proportionate amount of people and the ratio of those killed to the actual populace. I'm beginning to change my opinion on that. I think the war on women is real, and that there are a lot more women getting killed. Even if you count these mass killings in the drive vans and cars driving on the pedestrian walkways, like in Toronto, killing people, they kill a lot of women. Sandy Hook killed a lot of young female girls. It's pretty sad. Okay, so we learned some incels can be docile, some of them not so. Some of the incels, maybe Daniel Nations is an incel, masturbating in public like that. Maybe he wasn't getting what he wanted from his wife. But the whole point of this video, ladies and gentlemen, is to beware of the incel and understand who they are, and start reading their posts, find their chat rooms, infiltrate, and find out exactly what they're up to and what's being suggested. I hope law enforcement is doing that too. Hey Stu, where's your interview, man? Said you were going to do some interviews. Nobody wants to be interviewed by Stu. Stu Sutclif will not get any interviews. The way to get these interviews is to get these people to agree to nice little wussy questions, and don't get down to the nitty-gritty and ask anything that you shouldn't ask. Well, of course I'm going to ask something I shouldn't ask. That's why I will get no videos. These people, these YouTubers that are scoring the videos with some of Libby's family and all, are just being bloody nice. They're just asking these nice, politically correct, happy, sugar-coated questions. Doesn't work that way with Stu. If I'm going to interview you, I'm going to get down to the nitty-gritty, and first I'm going to ask you if you killed Abby and Libby, or if not, if you know who did, and take it from there. Therefore, Stu will get no interviews, because everyone's going to be politically correct. That's okay. I expected that. If you look back in my past videos, you will see that I said, no, I'm not going to get any interviews with any of these people. They're being told by law enforcement, don't let Stu interview you. He'll jeopardize the case, and you don't want that. Don't stay away from him. Okay, it's a free country. Think what you want. Have it your way. I don't need to have an interview. If somebody wants to talk out there, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something else. I've gotten a couple emails that I'm trying to put together. There's an alternate theory that's floating around out there about Bridge Guy. There's a theory that I got in my inbox that Bridge Guy was indeed the Roundup guy. Something that Randy Kravitz said many, many months ago. That there's supposedly, what I heard, there was 3 people involved in the murders. One was the Roundup guy that corralled him down the hill. That was Bridge Guy. And there was another man and a woman that was already waiting down the hill. So you have 3 that came together against these 2 girls, and that's why they were able to lead them wherever they led them. I will look into this more and try to figure it out. Just something else that's been going around. That's all we have for now. Bye.